Hello, everybody. When it comes to surveillance, many people think of many cameras appearing in every corner of the building, always being watched by human eyes. For example, there's usually someone in law enforcement or security making sure that everybody and everyone is safe. But instead of human eyes watching, we now have artificial eyes helping other people in security, keeping the building safe. Hello, everybody. My name is Lino Garcia Perez, and I want to talk about today about how artificial intelligence is is a little bit of a detriment when it comes to surveillance. I've gone through the academic files to better understand how this emerging technology can also not only be utilized for nefarious means, but also how it also is utilized in surveillance. For example, um, when it comes to surveillance, they use biometric technology that captures a person's unique behaviors or unique physical behaviors and characteristics, and also take a person's fingerprints and facial features to help identify them better. And one way that artificial intelligence has helped with that is they also utilize it through a technology known as deep learning, which which is able to make decisions and draw conclusions based on data and patterns. And one way that it is utilized is to better help with surveillance and helping identify people a lot more better now. And they usually use this technology when it comes to security in public and private areas. One example is through airports, sports stadiums, and other private places. Now, I am someone that when it comes to going into any kind of building to utilize their services, I did not sign up for anything of the sort. Um, in fact, when I was researching this was something that I'm like, wow. So you're telling me they use this technology in sports stadiums and in airports? I understand airports, but in sports stadiums, I am just there to have fun. I did not sign up for anything like this for my data to be harvested and collected for this new technology. Now, I'm someone that likes to keep stuff to myself because I do believe that that is sensitive information that they do have a hold of. I understand it is for the name of security, but I am someone that is deeply uncomfortable with all of this, and I imagine a lot of people are as well. Which is why I do believe that this might not be a good idea. And to move along to my second point, it has been found that when it comes to AI, there's now a growing amount of research that there's a lot of bias when it comes to artificial intelligence, and they are more prone towards race, gender, and age discrimination. Now, learning that my data is harvested and collected for security, and now you're telling me that artificial intelligence also now has a problem with discrimination. And along with that, it has been found that it also has been utilized in the justice system, to be more exact, criminal justice. And now this is a concern because many of these algorithms have been found that when it comes to surveillance, that when it comes to surveillance, AI-powered facial technologies, they are more likely to misidentify specifically black people, especially black women. And now you're telling me that now they misidentify people, especially people of color. Mind you, I am not white. And now hearing this it's now something I now need to be worried about. Imagine getting caught by law enforcement over a crime I didn't commit. Now that is a scary future. Now this hasn't happened. I've gone through the academic files, and I haven't found a case of this happening. I don't want to lie to you. This hasn't happened, and I imagine it probably won't happen. But with this new emerging technology, I wouldn't be surprised if I get discriminated over someone like myself. And this is this is very scary to hear that AI now is able to discriminate lots of people. And not only that, it has also been found that now students in the Kansas school district are now suing their district over an AI surveillance tool. Apparently, students from Lawrence High School in Kansas, they have allegations regarding the school district's computer program called Gaggle, which is an AI tool that mines the district's Google Workplace. This includes Gmail, Drive, and other Google products that students utilize in these public schools. And it's been found that a lot of the times, artificial intelligence goes through these files, goes through emails, goes through drives, and flags anything that could be considered a violation of the school of what the school considers unsafe, and it is removed by the AI tool. And they allege that Gaggle, this program that the school uses, has access to many of the students' private drives and emails. And this is a thing to be concerned about, because this is a violation. They argue that it's a violation of students' private emails and a lot of their work. And they also monitor, and they also use these monitoring programs, and they argue that it violates a student's rights, and they seize a lot of their work. Now this is scary. Now you're telling me that there is now a school district that now uses an AI technology to flag a lot of students that could be deemed problematic and disrupting their work. What kind of world am I living in? Some might say, but there are ways that you can also. Now you might say, how can I live in a world where AI technology is taking over everything? But I would argue that this is of no concern. For example, if there is a problem that you are facing, and you are aware of AI, and you are aware that AI is also utilized in this fashion, either through surveillance, you can also voice your concerns through the school, through whatever organization is utilized, and through these voices that keep piling up of people advocating for something to change. Eventually it will happen. Or if in public they are utilizing artificial intelligence through surveillance in public places, you can contact your local politician and ask for a town meeting to discuss this technology. But there is also ways that artificial intelligence is beneficial. For example, since it is able to identify many kinds of individuals at a time, it also is utilized by law enforcement to better use this technology to help identify missing people and identify other criminals that are also trying to be found. Instead of through law enforcement, they now utilize AI technology through cameras to help better identify criminals and, like I said before, missing people. There is also a benefit when it comes to artificial intelligence, but I'd argue it is something that should be utilized as a tool, and if used irresponsibly, this could be bad. And I consider it to be bad because this is now a new emerging technology that is now taking over schools, and we should be more aware of it. Now, to wrap everything up, artificial intelligence, I would argue, is bad for a multitude of reasons through privacy. Now, when it comes to this technology, I hope things get better. Thank you all for listening, and have a great day.